Minister Jerry Darby, and I am your I Am a Writer Now writing coach. It's time for another author's highlight in my Born to Write series. The featured author, meet Minister Phyllis Throne. Phyllis is the author of The Making of an Addict. Stay tuned for a sample chapter reading from her book.
My biological father talked down to me daily with negative statements such as, "Phyllis, you're dumb, stupid, lazy, ugly, too skinny, too black, blacker than most, nappy-headed with your knock-knee self, you are a crazy nut." When my mom left father, I had to be about 4 or 5 years old. I can't recall seeing him again until I was about 8 or 9. Those were hard times for my mama and her 2 children. Initially, she had no formal education and took odd jobs to provide for us. When the opportunity arose, she attended beauty school and became a licensed beautician. Then, the opportunity arose to attend school to become a licensed practical nurse. In the beginning, my mother did not feel that she could accomplish this. My brother assisted her with math, and I helped with reading, spelling, and other English needs. When her confidence increased, she persevered and achieved her goal. My biological father resurfaced in my life when I began seeing him regularly at my aunt's home. The father was a very busy man who fathered 5 boys and 5 girls with my stepmother. He also had children by other women. They married and lived not far from our mother's home. I love my step-siblings and stepmother dearly and have kept open communication with everyone. I appreciate each of them despite the rejection and abuse experienced by our father. The father worked the first shift for General Motors. In the evening, he was a janitor for Central Junior High School, and on the weekends, he worked for Jefferson Street Car Wash. In between those times, he sold uppers, downers, homemade cough syrup, and the big H, heroin, opioid. He would give money for candy to all the kids who would come running to him when they saw his car turn the corner onto the aunt's block. I, too, came running up to him with my hand out, only to be kicked away by his words, "Not you, Phyllis. You get back." I don't know how to adequately express the devastation and painful emotions that flooded my heart here, nor the shame I felt being singled out and denied when I was his own child. No one in the crowd knew that I belonged to him. Reader, I would always hear the father say to others, "Phyllis is not my daughter." He would ensure I was within earshot every time he proclaimed this news. I soon learned that he wasn't about to give me anything. When we are born into this world, there are those whom God gives the responsibility to provide for our well-being and child rearing. Fathers are ordained to protect us. Mine never made me feel loved or protected. My real shame was that I was a repeat offender. I ran with the other kids while deluding myself with thoughts like, this time he would change his mind and place some candy in my hand. He never did. Eventually, I stopped short of even acknowledging him whenever he showed up. It seemed that he came to see the aunt almost daily. We found out later that she was diagnosed with cancer, and eventually she succumbed to this disease. But she was buying pain pills from the father on the credit system. One day, when it came time to pay the debt, I was the currency. That night, the cousin, the same age as me, came in from playing, and the aunt sent us both away in the car with the father. When we approached the vehicle, I didn't want to get in the front seat with him because of the mean way he treated me. He always spoke negatively about me in front of all the other kids we played with on the cousins block, and often embarrassed me. I tried my best to make my 11-and-a-half-year-old self disappear into the back seat, with no success. He picked me up and forced me into the front seat next to him. Before we left the aunt's driveway, he poured 2 cups of liquor mixed with a potion of pills and enticed the cousin and I both to drink until the styrofoam cup was empty. It took us a long time to sip on that nasty concoction, but we drank it all. We seemed to be riding for a very long time. He finally drove into a state park. I later learned it was the Bay City State Park. The car came to a stop, and I noticed that my cousin had passed out in the back seat. I woke up when the motion of the car stopped.
Can't you tell? This book is a real page-turner. Grab your copy today. It's available on Amazon. Contact Phyllis to speak at your event or your conference. Are you an author? Want to discuss tools to facilitate promoting your book? Contact me today.